The range of modifications of the Peugeot 306 is quite diverse and includes 3- and 5-door hatchbacks, brake 5-door station wagon, a 4-door sedan, and a stylish convertible, created by the eminent Pininfarina coach builder. Traditionally for cars of this brand, the body of the 306 is completely galvanized and is not subject to corrosion. The only weak point is the mounting bolt of the spare tire, suspended from the outside under the trunk floor, which is why it is not always possible to use it at the right time. Another drawback is that the hatchback trunk is one of the smallest among classmates. The volume is only 340/640 liters. So long. Against the backdrop of an expressive appearance, the interior looks somewhat rustic. The interior trim loses significantly in comparison with numerous competitors. The shape of the dashboard on the front passenger side is poorly executed. It is flat and falls off at an angle to the bottom of the torpedo. But the rear seats of the Fawn are comfortable. There is enough free space from the knees to the backs of the front seats even for tall passengers. Hatchbacks and station wagons have excellent visibility. But in a sedan, rear visibility is worsened by headrests and a high rear shelf. Over time, there is noise in the door locks. A characteristic weak point of all cars is the wiring harness, passing between the door and its rack, the wires in which break over time. Engine. With proper operation, the motor resource of engines is about 300,000 kilometers. Every 80,000 kilometers, all power units need a comprehensive service, replacing the timing belt. Adjusting the thermal clearances of the valves, 2.0-liter gasoline versions are an exception, checking the condition of the pump, and diesel ones also in cleaning and adjusting the pressure of the fuel injectors and checking the condition of the fuel pump seal. A typical malfunction of the injector versions is a clogged idle speed controller. Transmission. Most often we meet Peugeot 306, equipped with a manual 5-speed gearbox. Although there are often instances with the 4-speed automatic and even with the 6-speed mechanics. Both types of gearboxes are reliable, but it is still worth paying attention to the fact that in all gearboxes, semi-axle oil seals can leak over time. A break in the anthers of the CV joints leads to the failure of the grenades, which change only in conjunction with the axle shaft. Suspension. Peugeot 306 has the right to be proud of that. That for the first time in this class of cars, a rear passively thruster suspension was used. The steering function is carried out by soft silent blocks of the torsion beam, slightly turning it in the direction of rotation. Thanks to this, the car perfectly holds the road even on steep turns. When installing non-original silent blocks, the rear suspension loses its unique qualities. Experts recommend every 60,000 kilometers to monitor the condition of the needle bearings of the torsion beam. If you ride on killed bearings, you can disable the entire beam. When driving on our roads, the front suspension will have to be sorted out on average every 60 to 80,000 kilometers. So many nursing, anti-roll bars and silent blocks of levers. By the way, these parts are supplied only complete with levers, but at the request of the customer, silent blocks can be repressed. Steering. The steering setup of the Peugeot 306 is excellent. During operation, after 50,000 kilometers, you will have to change the tie rod ends. But on cars with a mileage of more than 200,000 kilometers, the steering shaft crosspiece may wear out. Brake system. Low-power versions are equipped with front disc brakes and rear drum brakes, and machines with an engine capacity of more than 1.6 liters, all disc brakes. In the rear drum mechanisms, the self-supplying mechanism of the brake pads may rust over time.